Everyone in this world wants to feel loved, understood and seen. This is why everyone has the idea of finding their soulmate. But who is a soulmate? And how do you know that you have met your soulmate? Let's find out. Today we will look at some signs that show you have met your soulmate. But before we continue, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more psychological facts. This is the best place to learn more about love, relationships, sex, women, human behavior, and a lot more. And with that, let's find out how to know if you have found your soulmate. Before we can look at how you know you have met your soulmate, let's find out who a soulmate is. If you Google soulmate, you will find that a soulmate is a person ideally suited to another as a close friend or romantic partner. You can think of them as people who have the same energy as you. Basically, a soulmate, whether romantic or platonic, should make you feel loved, secure and wholly understood. In addition to feeling deeply connected to a romantic soulmate, you also have a true sense of passion and chemistry. If you ever feel as though someone is not your forever partner, don't let that stress you out. This is because relationships are a journey. However, if you are still wondering whether the person you are seeing or thinking about right now is your soulmate, here are some telltale signs that they might just be. You just have a feeling. This is a good kind of feeling. There are times when you don't have to do some sort of test to find out whether you have found your soulmate or not. One of the ways you can tell is by listening to your gut. There is that person who your gut tells you is the right one for you. It may sound like something people just say for the sake of it, but there is just that feeling that comes. And if you have never had that feeling, you will someday. And when you do, you will know what it means. Their presence makes you feel even more energetic, comfortable enough to open up, and full of love. However, it is important to remember that connections are different for everyone, and that feelings can change over time. But in case you feel like that for that one person and you can't shake it off, then you should probably hang on. They are your best friend. Any relationship that is based on love is bound to last. This is exactly why you will find a lot of rom-coms are about two best friends who eventually end up together. In a relationship, you will often make that person your best friend. You will want to tell that person everything, do almost everything with them, and just want to spend more time with them. If this is true, you might have just found your soulmate. You can ask any married couple and they will tell you that their significant other is their best friend. Being around them makes you feel at home. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. The moment you are with them, you will feel like you are home. You will suddenly be filled with this feeling of comfort and ease when they are by your side. You will often spend a lot of time with them, and being with them gives you an unexplainable sense of peace. At first, you might have butterflies in your stomach, but it feels completely natural once you become comfortable with them. You feel like you have known them forever. Speaking of feeling natural, there are times when you feel like you have known them forever. It doesn't matter whether you have dated them for 5 months or 2 years, but you will feel like you grew up with them and have known them your whole life. More often than not, it will feel unimaginable that they were not really there during certain events in your life, but that is because you never really knew them. So if you feel like this, then that is a green flag. Sometimes you feel like you can read their mind. When it comes to communicating with your significant other, there is no struggle at all. Sometimes communicating with them becomes so easy that you feel like you can read their minds. This is probably because you are on the same page about upcoming plans. Or you just know what they are going to say, even before they say it. There are times when you can even tell how they are going to react to something. This is probably because you can tell what they are feeling, even without them saying a word. You can understand their emotional languages. Sometimes, love is all about your love language. Basically, there are 5 types of love languages. This is basically how you like to give and receive love. If your love language is words of affirmation, this means that your heart will skip a beat anytime your significant other tells you how much they love you. On the other hand, if your love language is physical touch, you might like to show your love with a lot of cuddles. Being with someone with a different love language than you is not wrong, and if you understand how to express your love to them and know what to expect from each other, then that is probably your soulmate. You fight for the relationship. Just like we said, relationships take time. There is a lot that goes on in relationships, even between soulmates. However, if you two work hard in the relationship, then it can last a lifetime. This means compromising, working on yourself, or even talking through issues. Arguments and disagreements will always be there, but can you come out of the situation stronger and more understanding of each other? As long as you two can work together and keep fighting for each other, no matter how bad things get, then you are probably soulmates. You balance each other. This doesn't mean you are a replica of your significant other as a soulmate. You can have different temperaments, interests, and backgrounds, but still be meant for each other. The main trick to this is very simple. Just come together and accept each other's differences. If your chill nature complements the other person's always on the go demeanor, or your love for the environmentalism matches their love for engineering, then you might just be lucky enough to have your soulmate with you. You have the same life goals. When you think of important things, you can even think of life goals. If you two have the same life goals, you are lucky. However, this doesn't mean that the two of you want the same career or want to go to the same colleges. By life goals, we mean something like starting a family, or the values that you want to live your life by. This means that even if there are disagreements, you are still on the same page regarding major life decisions. You have lots of empathy for them. Most of the time, when it comes to your soulmate, you feel what they feel. If they have failed a test, it is like you have also failed the test. Whenever you see them upset, you also get upset. But conversely, you share in each other's happiness. Whenever you are filled with all this empathy, you become so proud of your significant other. And whenever they succeed, nothing makes you happier. You can totally be yourself. Whenever you are around your soulmate, there is nothing like faking it. You can be totally free with them and still know that they will love you for who you are. It so happens that you share your guilty pleasures, your weird quirks, and your deepest secrets, and you know that even despite all that, you know that they will just love you more. You also feel comfortable to the point of not feeling judged for doing something. This is a great feeling to have, and if you end up finding yourself feeling this with your partner or someone else in your life, you should consider the possibility that that person is your soulmate. There are many signs to help you determine whether the person you are with is your soulmate. The list is endless. However, the greatest advice that even psychologists give is to follow your heart. Suppose someone ticks most of the boxes of what we have mentioned today. In that case, you need to consider the possibility that that person is your soulmate. Does your partner check all these boxes? Do you think they are your soulmate? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to learn more about love, relationships, sex, human behavior, and more. Subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.